Welcome back. Before we went on break, we were talking about procrastination. We were talking about New Year resolution, exercise, adapting exercise into your New Year resolution. And I said that my New Year resolution is to really, really keep fit this time. Hopefully, I will be able to do it this time. But we were also discussing about which quick, easy, fun way to exercise, and we narrow it down to Zumba. And as a result of that, we said that we're going to be speaking to a Zumba instructor to determine if indeed Zumba is going to help somebody like me who is extremely busy, who doesn't have time to exercise, and who has tried everything and it has not worked. So with me on the stage is our Zumba instructor. Welcome to the Awareness Show. How are you?
Oh, I'm well, thanks, Joan. How are you doing?
I'm extremely excited that you're here. So please, before I start asking you all the questions, the pros and cons, or is it going to work for me, could you please introduce yourself to my viewers and tell them what you do?
Yes, definitely. So my name is Sarah Gambino. I've been a Zumba instructor for 4 years. I teach Zumba. I also teach Aqua Zumba, which is Zumba in the water. And I also teach fitness classes as well.
Great. So could you please tell us, how did you get into Zumba teaching? What is it about Zumba for you?
Well, I love to dance. That's number one. I've always loved to dance. I never had any formal dance training, but I just love to do it. And then I joined my first Zumba class, and I was really motivated. And after a while, I was encouraged to join, and I became an instructor.
Excellent. So I don't know if you heard backstage when we were talking, I don't know if you heard so much that I contemplate on joining Zumba. Again, I did it one time, and it didn't work for me. The reason it didn't work for me, because of time again. So it was, I liked it. I had fun. I only did it one time. I had fun, and it was exciting. I was like, okay, this is it for me. Like, I found it. I found that which I can work with, but it still didn't work. So my question for you is, why is it that it didn't work for a woman like me who is extremely busy? And if I want, because as I said, my New Year's resolution is to incorporate Zumba into my lifestyle, and I want to know, is there anything you can tell me or tell my viewers, a way to do Zumba, and even though we have a busy and hectic lifestyle, how can I incorporate Zumba into my lifestyle?
I mean, we all have busy lives, right? Most of us do. But it's quite easy to fit Zumba into your lifestyle because you can either join a gym, a studio. If that doesn't work, you can also do it from home. There's lots of DVDs out there that you can purchase. There's YouTube videos that you can try from home as well. But in terms of classes and finding a class and be a time that works for you, we have our website, so zumba.com. You can find, any class on there by day, by time. It's very easy to find something that suits your schedule. So
you said Zumba at home, because when I went, the first time I went for Zumba class, the reason I loved it that much was fabulous music. They were playing the music that I like. They were playing old school, salsa, even Indian music, African music. They were playing African music as well. And we were all dancing to it. So I was in the midst of other women, and we were having fun, jumping up and dancing. So it was effortless for me. So I still don't know why I stopped. I know my producer would say, oh, you lazy. When I told him I was going to be doing this, I did Zumba before, and he said, oh, you stopped? It's because you're lazy. Is it true? Do you think I stopped because I'm lazy, or do you think that at that time when I did Zumba, it just wasn't what I was supposed to be? I don't know. I'm confused because I want to do it again, and I don't know if I will keep up with it.
I would suggest trying it again, like just, forcing yourself, pick a day and time that works for you and just go. And maybe that second time you'll be much more hooked than you were the first time, and you'll keep going back and you'll try and find ways to fit it into your schedule. You can also I can also help you with that as well. I have different classes, different times.
Of course, we talked about that, but I'm in as much as you're talking to me, I'm also talking to my viewer as well. But you said something about at-home Zumba. How is that? How does that work?
So
How can
Zumba
I
at home,
do at-home Zumba?
So you can use, they have DVDs they sell on the Zumba website, so you can purchase those as a starting point. Also YouTube is a great resource. There's lots of videos on there, more economical than purchasing DVDs.
Right.
And if you have some space at home, the beautiful part about Zumba is you can do it anywhere. As long as you have a little space, like this kind of space even is enough, with a computer or the TV or a DVD player. And you know, you can definitely do it at home for sure. And once you get used to it, you can even do your own moves, or you'll find yourself, you know, just doing it to music.
But I understand you saying, okay, because I'm extremely busy, try at home Zumba. But I dance a lot at home. But I dance just for pleasure, not for exercise, right? So will I be serious if I do it at home? Isn't it better at the studio? At least I have a support team and I have you there to cheer us up. Go girls, go girls. So isn't it better at the studio more than at home?
For most people it is, I would agree. For some people, it definitely is more motivating to do it at the studio or at the gym. Because you have, like you said, you have others around you. It's much more fun, exciting. You have an instructor that's also motivating you and actually forces you to move. Because at home, I mean, you can press that pause button or you can stop the DVD or turn off the music at any time, right?
Else, or go grab more food.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But another way to get out there is maybe to find some friends that are also, you know, like to dance and are looking to exercise.
And bring them with me.
Yeah, bring them with you. Tell them, you know what, you have to force me. You have to call me and, you know, just tell me it's time for Zumba and that's it.
Okay, so again, as you were saying that, I was just thinking that I really don't think it's because I'm lazy, even though somebody threw that at me before we started this shoot, that, oh, it's because I'm lazy, that's why I quit on Zumba. I really don't think so. I think because I'm very spontaneous. I'm like, I might have this weight, but I'm a get-goer, like I move around. But what I think it is for me, as I said before, is just the busy lifestyle that I have. Now, what I want to know is Zumba all day, like at your studio, do you guys have Zumba all day long, or is it a specific time that there is Zumba class? Or is it good at any time? Is it?
So at the gym we have certain classes, but we have them all day long. So we have 8:30 a.m. classes, we have 9 p.m. classes, we have lunchtime classes, evening classes. So you can definitely find
8
classes
p.m. at night.
At different times. Yeah, they have 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Sometimes they have 5:45.
They don't have
PM.
early in the morning, like 4?
No, unfortunately not. At my location, and maybe other gyms might have it, and a good way to search is on the website to see if they have that early time.
But if they do, if other gyms do, is it good to do Zumba in the early in the morning, that early?
Yeah, it depends on the person. Like I prefer to work out early in the morning. I've done other similar exercises like spinning in the morning, but it's up to the person. They say it's a good thing to work out if you're able to do it. Why not? Because yourself, if you're very busy. Usually at that time in the morning, you probably don't have any other commitments. So it'll probably be easiest for you to work out at that time. But my gym does not have any Zumba classes that early, but others might. I'm not sure.
You say most of them, they have it in the evening?
Yeah, starting around 8:30 in the morning until 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock start times.
Okay, so as I said, I'm going to start it again. The first time I went, I will keep saying it because all my experiences from that first time. So the first time I went, I remember that I was panting a lot. I was breathing. Is that a sign of a good workout, or is that a sign of I need to consult my doctor before I start Zumba? Is Zumba an exercise that require a doctor's authorization to do, or is it an exercise that you can just come and do? Do you?
So like with any exercise, Zumba included, it is a good idea to consult your doctor no matter what. If it's your first time working out, or even if it's been a long time since you've worked out, it's always a good idea to consult with them first.
It's just dance.
So the thing with dance is that you can, on the other end of it all.
It's not like you're running. Is there a lot of running involved?
No, it depends on some songs. Like some instructors are more high intense, or some songs are higher intensity. Others are not. But the beauty about Zumba is that you can do any level you want. So the instructor is just a guide. Like that's what I tell my students. I'm just a guide. You can take it up, bring it down. If I'm jumping, you can march on the spot.
Right.
So you don't have to follow the instructor exactly. It's at your own pace.
Right.
And it's whatever you're able to do. If you're panting a lot, like more than usual, it'd be a good idea to take a break and have some water, or slow it down.
Beautiful. So it's usually how long does it last?
Zumba class can be usually up to an hour, sometimes a bit shorter if it's like a lunch hour class.
An hour?
1 hour.
Ooh.
But we have a warm up in the beginning and then a cool down at the end as well. So towards the end it goes a bit slower just to bring it down.
Because I remember I came late that day, so I was only there for 15 minutes, and yet that 15 minutes was a lot. So it's very intensive. It is intensive,
yes,
right?
Definitely.
So how many calories can you burn in one Zumba class?
It can be anywhere from 500 to 1,000, depending on, again, the intensity of the songs, the instructor, how hard you're working. But it's anywhere from 500 to 1,000.
That you can burn in calories?
In a regular
Wow.
Zumba class, yeah.
Wow. Are there breaks? Do you take breaks, or you just dance right through it for the whole 1 hour?
I offer my students some breaks, a couple of breaks within the hour, just to have like a sip of water and catch their breath, and then we go back to it. But it depends, again, on the instructor and the class.
So a sip of water, it's probably like
a few seconds. Yeah, a few seconds between the song. But again, it's up to you. If you ever need a break, you can always, stop. You don't have to wait for the instructor to stop.
Right. But on the information, I see a lot of ad. On news, I hear Zumba, 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 Zumba. My friends say, John, Zumba will be good for you. Zumba, 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 Zumba everywhere. Is Zumba really the answer for someone like me who has done everything and it's not working? Do you think Zumba is the answer for someone like me?
I think so, because you said you love dancing. So as long as you love dancing, you love the music, definitely is definitely the answer. You can definitely, lose weight and make a significant difference.
And any success story that you know? Have you seen people who have used Zumba and they've lost a lot of weight? Yeah,
I've known a few people, and myself included. I used to be a lot heavier than I am now. So Zumba made a big difference for myself as well.
How long have you been doing Zumba?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, 4 years.
So you started as a student?
That's
and
right.
Now you're an instructor?
I was a student for a year before that, so I guess total of 5 years, yeah.
Right. And you're still losing weight? Beautiful. So I might even be an instructor.
Yeah,
I might
definitely.
lose so much weight, and now...
Yeah. Definitely, yeah.
Well, let me lose the weight first. Then the instructor part, we can talk about that. Okay, so I guess the last question that I'm going to ask you now is, I know there are lots and lots of moves. That day, even though I was there for 15 minutes, different music, of course, which I love, and there were different moves. Can you show us one easy move that even if I can't come to Zumba class, and I'm at home and I have the music and I can just turn on the music, can you give me an easy move that you think is effective that I can do for like 5 seconds, not more than 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Somebody who wants to sign up, right, for Zumba, how can they contact you? How can they go about doing that? So do they have to join the gym in order to get Zumba included in the gym? Or do they have to just sign up for Zumba class and Zumba class only?
The gym I teach at, you have to sign up for the gym. You have to join the gym, and then you'll be able to go to any class you'd like, including Zumba.
Right.
To contact myself specifically, you can do that through our website, so zumba.com, and you can search for me, Sarah Gambino, or by email is probably the best way as well. It's saragambino7@gmail.com.
Great. We're also going to put your email under the screen, so don't worry, you will be known now. So thank you so much for coming. And you're going to show us the move that you promised you will show us before we leave, right? Okay, so let's get the move on.
Here.
I think we've done enough for today. And viewers, I'm going to see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.